special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the Superstands Cleaning Service Ottawa Cyclone Basketball pregame show on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Whether it's carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile, make Superstand your cleaning man. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today for a free estimate at 418-2463. Now for a preview of Cyclone basketball, let's go courtside and join KOFO's Gary Bateman.
Back here at Basehor-Linwood High School, we have set for boys semifinal play on the championship side of the bracket as the Cyclones take on the Washburn Rural Junior Blues. We welcome you to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show. Ottawa 66-61 winner on Tuesday afternoon over Raytown South. And the Cyclones coming from 16 points down in that one to pick up the victory, while Washburn Rural won their 9th of the season against no losses as they beat Holton 61-22. We'll talk about the Cyclone game from Tuesday after this timeout. You're listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on KOFO.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Superstand.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games, indoors, not a good idea. But Superstand's Cleaning Service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Superstand be your cleaning man. Call 785-248-2463.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track.
Play ball!
Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Santa Fe Trail Meets, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Prouty Building Services, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, and Ottawa Co-op. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
It will be interesting to see which Cyclone team we see here this afternoon. Will we see the one that allowed 8 3-point baskets in the first half against Raytown South, or the one that allowed the Cardinals just 6 points in the fourth period, outscoring them 22-6 to pick up the 66-61 victory? Kobe Bryant, I've said that twice now. Kobe Johnson had the big game for the Cyclones. He had 28 points, 22 of them after intermission, 14 alone in the fourth period. And the Cyclones also got good performances from Noah McCullough, who had a career high of 9, as did Isaac Bones, who hit 4 big free throws down the stretch for the Cyclones. Back with more here on the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show after this. You're listening to Ottawa High Basketball on KOFO.
Puppies, kids, and Saturday night poker parties can all wreak havoc with your home's floors and furniture. Time to call Superstand's Cleaning Service. Stan knows a thing or two about cleaning spots and stains, because over 40 years in business, he's seen a spot or two. Using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout and tile, and VCT towel maintenance, your spots and stains won't stand a chance. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463 or on Facebook at Superstand's Cleaning Service.
Your business is ready to thrive this spring. Your products are ready, your customer service in place. But how do you reach the masses? Be a vendor at the KOFO DIY Supply Home Base Home and Garden Expo, March 2nd and 3rd at the ORC Goppert Building in Ottawa. And share your story with hundreds of visitors face to face. Reserve your booth by emailing sales@KOFO.com or call 242-1220. But do it today before we're sold out. The perfect event to sell spring. The KOFO DIY Supply Home Base Home and Garden Expo. Don't miss out.
Cyclone ladies falling earlier today, 49-20. They'll play for 7th place tomorrow at 3 o'clock against either Holton or Basehor-Linwood. Lauren Curtis and Sophia Ficken each had 6 points for the Cyclones, and that will do it for our pregame show. Back with more here after this. This is Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show. Tip-off is next. Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Super Stan's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, and by Ottawa University, Super Stan's Cleaning Service, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank. This Cyclone basketball broadcast on KOFO is also being brought to you by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Adamson Brothers, CarStar, Arvest Bank, also by C.S. Cunningham Construction, Leon's, the Ottawa Herald, Hepner Appraisal Service, Ottawa High School, and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Bones Transportation, the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Family Physicians, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Now let's return courtside and rejoin KOFO's Gary Bateman for Ottawa Cyclone basketball.
Here are your starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game. First of all, for the Cyclones, number 1, Jason Brown, 6-foot junior, averaging 10 points a game. Number 3, Kate Gollier, 6'2", a junior, averaging 7 a game. Number 4, Kobe Johnson. He is 6'5" and a junior, averaging 18 points a game. Number 25, Isaac Bones, 6 foot, a senior, averaging 5 points a game. And number 45, Aiden Michael. He is 6'5", a senior. He averages 7 a game. Cyclones 6-3 on the season, coached by Cliff McCullough. Evan Schaefer is the assistant, along with Blake Lasley and Rob Hedrick. For Washburn Rural, number 2, Savion Edwards. Number 3, Josh Williams. He's a 5'6" sophomore. Number 10, Cale Markham. He is 5'10", a junior. Number 15, Jordan White, 6'1", a senior. Number 23, Armand Downing. He's 6'2", a junior. And number 34, Drew Holt. He is 6'1", a senior. Junior Blues are 9-0 on the season, coached by Kevin Muff. Ottawa in red uniforms, black and white trim. Washburn Rural will be in white with blue trim. Ottawa moves left to right as we see it. Our tip-off is brought to you by Bones Transportation, a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years, and a proud supporter of the Ottawa Cyclone student-athlete. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. Tap will be controlled by Washburn Rural. Savion Edwards is the starter instead of Josh Williams. He goes right side to White. Now in the corner, it goes to Downing, back to White, top of the key. He'll drive to the left elbow, give it up to Edwards. Edwards on the dribble, drive into the lane, all the way to the bucket. His shot was blocked and rebounded by Isaac Bones. Washburn Rural, the number 1 team in Class 6A. They're 9-0 on the season. Kate Gollier with the basketball. Needing help, finds Jason Brown near the Washburn Rural bench. She brings it back outside, goes left wing to Gollier. Into the post it goes to Johnson. He's immediately double-teamed and throws the ball away. Swarming defense. We saw this the other day against Holton. And the Junior Blues will be all over the place here this afternoon. Ottawa will have to protect the basketball. Edwards is off to Downing, now outside to White. Left wing it goes to Barry. Barry also in the ball. Barry in the ball game as the starter. They did not have the right numbers coming out. Here's Barry driving the lane, shooting and scoring. Joe Barry gets scoring underway with the bucket. 2-0 Washburn Rural. Gollier down the left sideline, goes in the left corner to Johnson. Get pass out, it goes to Bones. Bones around to Gollier, left wing. Free throw line, Johnson now to Bones. We'll have a whistle and a pushing foul on Washburn Rural. Foul will be called on Armand Downing. Ottawa will inbound along the baseline. In it comes to Gathert, to Gollier. And Gollier puts player in the air, shoots and scores it off the glass. Edwards, near sideline. Now brings it out near midcourt, working against the Ottawa zone defense. 1-2-2 appears. Edwards over to Barry. Barry out top, Edwards. Back it goes to Barry in the corner. That is White. Barry, left wing. No penetration. Now near steal by Brown, but Downing controls. Downing looking things over. Wanted to penetrate, but it wasn't there. Now he'll take it right. He'll bounce it far sideline to Edwards. Downing, now around it goes to Barry. Barry to Edwards. Barry now in the corner. That's Edwards. Check that Downing shooting for two and missing. Rebound inside by White. He'll bring it back out to the right wing. Barry thought about the three, instead drives baseline, looks for help, backs it out to Edwards. He'll put up the three ball and miss. Rebound inside is taken and scored by Drew Bolts. Ottawa did not hit the defensive glass, and it cost them. 4-2, Washburn Rural. Left corner it goes to Johnson. Kobe looking, gets it outside to Brown. Brown, left wing to Gollier, free throw line, Johnson. Johnson will drive to the bucket. He'll lean, he'll shoot, and rim off, no good. Rebound Edwards. Up court come the Junior Blues. Bounce to Barry. Barry along the baseline. Kicks it back outside to Edwards. Around it goes to White. White on the left wing looking for a pick. Got it, but Aiden Michael picks him up. Left side Downing into the post of Bolts. Bolts gets it off now to Barry, and they'll reset the offense. Barry driving into the lane, stripped of the basketball by Bones, and a good steal. Here's Gollier pushing ahead, bouncing into Johnson, back to Gollier, layup with the left hand, no good. Follow try, no good, and a foul. Foul will be on Downing, and that's two quick fouls on Armand Downing. Kate Gollier will be at the free throw line. And the first free throw is good. Noah Kruger checks in for the Junior Blues. Downing has to go to the bench with two quick fouls. Second one for Gollier is good. He's got all four Ottawa points. It's 4-4. 4:20 to play here in the first period. Edwards with the basketball, working against that zone of Ottawa, top of the circle. Gets it off now to White, over the corner to Kruger, back to White, bounces to Edwards right wing, right corner Barry. Skip pass is taken by White. He'll drive into the lane, shoot over two players and miss, and Kobe Johnson has the board. Up court comes Gollier. Left side it goes Brown. Brown got a pick, took it the other direction, spins, looks, leans inside, and scores off the glass. Jason Brown gives Ottawa its first lead, 6-4. Edwards into front court. Cross court it goes to Kruger, back to Edwards. Edwards, left corner, Barry. Edwards, around it goes now to Kruger. Swinging around the perimeter. Now into the post it goes to Bolts. Bolts will go up with the left hand and score, and he's fouled. That was a little bit too easy getting that ball inside. Who's the foul on? He called on Aiden Michael. Chance for a three-point play for Drew Bolts. Left-hander's free throw attempt is good. Ottawa's basketball. It's Bones, far sideline. Double teamed and stolen. Here comes White on the drive, and he'll be fouled from behind by Bones. This will send Jordan White to the free throw line for two shots. That's what Washburn Rural does. They double team you and they just pound you over and over again. Free throw is good. Downing will come back in for the Junior Blues. Ottawa's going to send in Noah McCullough and Reese Moore. 8-6 Washburn Rural. 3:10 to play in the first period. Second one up, and good. Over pressure, and it comes to Gollier. Gollier across the timeline. Swings it over to Brown, left wing. Brown to McCullough. McCullough right side to Gollier. In the corner, Johnson putting up a 3 ball. Missed it too hard. Rebound to Gollier. Loose ball now, controlled by Washburn Rural. Here's Evers pushing it up court quickly. He'll take it all the way in, have it blocked by Kobe Johnson. A whistle of foul on Ottawa. They'll say the foul occurred with the body, and it's called on Johnson, his first. Edwards will be at the free throw line. And the first of 2 is good. This is not a big team here. They are quick and they are well coached. Both free throws good by Edwards to make it 11-6. Pressure in backcourt. Brown breaks it on the dribble. Far sideline, nice little spin move. Gets it inside to Reese Moore. Moore puts the shot in. Rolled off the rim a couple of times and finally went back down through for his first 2, and it's 11-8. Here's Downing with it. Over it goes now to Kruger around the perimeter. Edwards in the corner to Barry. Downing outside the arc. Once again, Kruger. Downing now inside. It goes to White. White's layup is good. They worked that ball around the perimeter until Ottawa had an opening in the defense. And White now with 4. It's 13-8. Washburn Rural, 2 minutes to play in the period. Gollier cut off, finds Johnson at the free throw line. Kobe puts up the jumper and hits. First points for Kobe Johnson. Make it 13-10. Edwards, cross court it goes to Kruger. Back to Edwards. They look inside. They're looking for White in the lane whenever possible. Here's Barry with it. Skip pass to Downing. Downing to Edwards. Around it goes to Barry. He'll drive baseline. Floater misses. Rebound tipped around and finally controlled by Brown. Here's a 2-on-2. Brown off to Johnson. Johnson stops. Gets it into the post to Moore. Moore looking. Back outside it goes to Brown. Brown swings cross court to Gollier. And at 10 to play. Ottawa down by 3. Here's Gollier. Off it goes to Moore. Left side to Brown. Into the post. That's stolen. Bad pass by Brown. Here comes White up court. Into the lane. Shoots and misses. Rebound to Gollier for Ottawa. Left wing McCullough. Bounces free throw line for Johnson. Johnson. Skip pass over to Moore. Moore along the baseline is cut off. He's double teamed. Needs some help. And finally skips it all the way over to Brown, who has an open look at a 3. Missed it off the back iron, no good. Gollier rebounds, and he'll be fouled by Edwards. Edwards, first personal. Team foul number 3. Alex Quillen comes in for Ottawa. And Drew Bortz comes back in for Washburn Rural. 32 seconds to play in the period, 13-10. Junior Blues with the lead. McCullough looking for an inbounds pass, got it to Quillen, and Quillen's going to be called for a traveling violation. 4th Cyclone turnover. 30 seconds to play in the period. Let's see what the Junior Blues decide to do here. Far sideline, Bortz. Corner, Kruger. He'll bring it back to the right wing. Now Barry, far sideline. Out top it goes to White. White to Bortz. And pass knocked away, but taken by Downing. 6 seconds to play. There's a pass into White. White shoots the turnaround jumper and rims it in, and that'll end the first period. At the end of 1, Washburn Rural leads Ottawa 15-10. We're back in 1 minute. This is Cyclone basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Washburn Rural leads here 15-10 as we head to the second period. Jordan White has 6 points for the Junior Blues. Kate Gollier with 4 to lead Ottawa, who has the basketball first. Starting 5 out there, with the exception of Quillen in for Brown to start the second period. And it comes to Gollier. Barry's on Gollier. In the corner, it's Bones. Dumps in the post to Johnson, and Johnson had the shot rattle out. No good. Rebounded by Washburn Rural. That was a nice little look inside by Bones to Johnson, but the shot wouldn't fall. Here's Edwards to Kruger, out top to White. White drives to the right elbow, gives off to Bortz. Bortz to the lane, shoots and scores. 7 points for Drew Bortz, and the biggest lead of the ball game, 17-10. Near sideline, Bones. Bones off to Gollier. Along the corner, it's Johnson for 3, too hard. Got his own rebound, spins in the lane, throws it off the glass. They'll say it's a traveling violation. Jackson Glenn will check in for Coach Kevin Muff. Washburn Rural, 7:12 to play in the half. Ottawa is in a 2-3 zone. It's White near the near sideline, right in front of Cliff McCullough. Bortz, and a pass knocked out of bounds by Bones. Off the inbound, Glenn thought about a 3, but instead gave it back to White. Right back it goes to Glenn, left wing. White out near midcourt. Here's Barry with it. He thought about pulling the trigger, but did not. Edwards, far sideline, White. White, cut off nicely by Gollier. And now a steal by Gollier. Here comes Gollier ahead to Bones. Layup is good. Gollier got the steal and the assist. Bones the bucket, his first 2 of the game. And it's 17-12. Edwards bounces right side, Barry along the baseline, Bortz inside to White. Finds a cutter and will have a traveling violation. Cyclones will be pressured in backcourt. And it comes to Gollier. Gollier slowly across the timeline. Goes in the right corner to Johnson. Kobe looks inside, not there, so let's get past the Bones left wing. Now out top, Gollier. Right wing, Quillen. Quillen drives around Barry, takes it in the lane, shoots and misses. Rebound taken by Glenn. Well, a couple of forward locks shooting the ball. Here's Barry, his floater along the baseline that won't go, and Gollier has the rebound. Pass comes ahead to Bones. Bones right sideline, dumps in the post to Kobe, and Kobe puts the shot up, and it rattles out once again. Rebound tipped outside, taken by Edwards. Edwards will drive in, gets it back outside to White. White fakes the 3, goes in the corner to Barry. Barry back out to Edwards. They'll reset the offense with 5:26 to play in the half. Ottawa down 17-12. Edwards bounces right side, Barry. Back it goes to Edwards. Round it goes to Glenn. Now in the corner, White. Glenn, Edwards, back to Glenn. Here's Edwards, bouncing in right side, Barry. And a whistle and a timeout called for by the Junior Blues. 5:02 to play in the first half. The score, Washburn Rural 17 and Ottawa 12. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Cyclones the best of luck this season. Call Hepner Appraisal Service 242-6685.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Jason Brown comes back into the Ottawa lineup. He replaces Kobe Johnson. Washburn Rural's basketball, they unbound across the way. And it comes to Edwards. Far sideline, Glenn. Glenn takes it to the top of the key to Downing, who came back in at the whistle. Glenn, right side, he'll pump the three and hit. Jackson Glenn, who did not score Tuesday, has a triple, and it's 20-12. Bones near sideline. High post pass to Michael. Little shot or give inside to Quillen. Back out to Bones, and he'll hit the three-pointer. I think Bones with a three-pointer. And it's 20-15. Edwards steps inside the circle, goes to Downing. Downing takes to the three-point line to Glenn. Around to Edwards, to Downing. In the corner, White. Back out to Downing. Thought about pulling the trigger on the three, but did not. Here's Edwards with it. Edwards, left wing, Downing. Skip past Glenn. Reese Moore got out on him. And back it goes to Edwards. Left side, Downing. He'll pump a three ball and score. Downing's first points in the ball game, and it makes it an 8-point lead again, 23-15. Brown in the left corner, Michael. His three-point shot misses everything, and out of bounds and along to Washburn Rural. Junior Blues will send back in Barry, and Austin Van Alst will come in for the first time. For Ottawa, Collier and Johnson back in the lineup. 3:45 to play, first half. Downing across the timeline. Bounces right side to Glenn. Back to Downing. Barry. Downing. Right side, Glenn. Here's Downing again. Free throw line, White. White. Double team. Back out it goes to Downing. Downing bounces to Glenn, who'll shoot it for three. This one's off the mark, and it's rebounded by Johnson. Brown for the Cyclones. Jason out there midcourt, being guarded by Downing, who has two personal fouls. Bones, one bounce, and a bad pass, knocked out of bounds by Downing. That's fortunate that it was knocked out of bounds because it would have been a breakaway otherwise. Bones comes out, McCully in for the Cyclones, and Edwards replaces White for the Blues. And it comes to Jason Brown. Bounces it ahead to McCullough. Now free throw line to Collier. Inside Johnson. Kobe was fouled on the shot. Washburn Rural foul whistled against Austin Van Alst. First trip to the line for Kobe Johnson. Free throw attempt is up and off the heel, no good. Cyclones down 8 here with 2:51 to play in the first half. Second one for Johnson is good. He's got 3. Edwards gets it ahead to Downing. Downing back to Edwards. Downing into the post. It goes to Barry. Around to Glenn. Now Edwards makes the 3. Steps inside the arc. He'll be whistled for, actually somebody else will be whistled for a 3-second violation. Turnover number 4 on Washburn Rural. Ottawa has 5. And it comes to Gollier. Now Brown will bring it up court. Brown. Far sideline, McCullough. Noah, a couple bounces. Left wing it goes to Gollier, about 30 feet away from the basket. Here's Johnson in the left corner, and a whistle, and an offensive foul. Offensive foul whistled against Cade Gollier. It's his first, the team's fourth. And the Cyclones with their sixth turnover. Pass ahead to Downing. Back out to Edwards. Now to Glenn. Edwards. Glenn looks inside. Nothing there. Around the perimeter. Free throw line now to Barry. Around it goes to Glenn. Fakes the three. Back out to Edwards. Glenn right wing. Boy, they're quick with the basketball. Glenn to Edwards between the circles. He'll back it out a little bit. They're under 2 minutes to go in the half. 23-16. Washburn Rural. Glenn shooting it for three, missing it too hard. Runs down his own rebound, got it to Downing. Here's Barry, driving into the lane, kicks it back out. Edwards has an open three, that one no good. Inside Downing with the rebound, that one falls off, and McCullough has it for Ottawa. Both teams having some poor shooting luck here in the first half. Here's Gollier on the dribble, gives it off to Brown. Brown to Johnson in the corner for three, misses, rebound is taken by Barry. Barry drives the length of the floor, is cut off, and had it stolen away by McCullough. McCullough to Brown. Brown into the lane, kicks it off to Johnson along the baseline. Kobe will drive the baseline, reverse layup, won't fall, and it'll be saved by Downing. Under a minute to go in the half. Downing with the basketball. 23-16 Washburn Rural. Edwards out near midcourt. Looks like they might work for one shot here. Edwards with the clock down to 40. Now Brown comes out on him a little bit. There's Edwards looking for a pick. Got it, but Moore picks him up. In the corner, it's Glenn. Back out to Downing. Downing. Whistle. And a palming violation. Another turnover on Washburn Rural. White comes back in along with Kruger. And so now the Cyclones have a chance to work for the final shot. Ball will be inbounded near midcourt. Brown will get it into Gollier. Gollier working against Edwards. Near the corner, Brown. Brown right corner, skips it out to Moore. Moore to Gollier with 11 on the clock. Now 8, 7, 6. Gollier still with the basketball. Tried to get it into Johnson. Now he'll put up a wild three, missed it, and that's the end of the first half. At halftime, the score is Washburn Rural 23, Ottawa 16. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card, available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Arvest Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply. Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
I came here to run cross country and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone Athletics. They wish the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
Halftime of this boys semifinal, and Washburn Rural leads Ottawa 23-16. Cyclones shot in some poor luck in the first half. They played pretty darn good defense, though. They allowed a couple of three-pointers in the second period, but the zone did a good job of collapsing when it needed to and also picking up those outside shooters. And Washburn Rural a bit frustrated. They had some poor shooting luck as well. Cyclones down by 7 here at intermission. Earlier today, it was Blue Valley's girls beating Ottawa 49-20. Tigers ran off the first 14 points of the ball game, led 21-2 at the end of the first quarter, and 33-9 at halftime. Ottawa pretty much stayed with, which was mostly a reserve team for Blue Valley in the second half, but just outscored 16-11 in the final 2 quarters. Cyclones were led in scoring by Lauren Curtis and Sophia Ficken, each with 6 points for Curtis. That was a season high. Here at halftime, the Ottawa boys trail 23-16 to Washburn Rural, and will return in 2 minutes. This is Cyclone basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The number one overall health problem that we have and that we're dealing with right now would be being overweight or being obese. How do we talk about this? I think our role is to encourage our patients to become more active, encourage them to park a little further away out in the parking lot, to try and take 1,000 extra steps a day, to try and watch what they eat.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games, indoors, not a good idea. But Super Stan's cleaning service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-248-2463.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I recently joined my father in business, and I am looking forward to working with families in Miami and Franklin County. Lewisburg will be my home base, and I am eager to make friends and meet the neighbors.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck, because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
If you were given the gift of jewelry this holiday from Sutton's Jewelry, then you know how much you mean to the person who gave it to you. Whether it's a ring, necklace, pendant, or custom-made piece, you can see the beauty of the cut, color, and design that Kathy, Phil, and everyone at Sutton's Jewelry took the time to make sure was just right for you. If you didn't get the gift of jewelry from Sutton's Jewelry this season, maybe it's time to take matters into your own hands. Visit Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2, and open anytime online at suttonsjewelryinc.com.
Ottawa down 7 here at the half, 23-16. Let's take a look at the scoring. For Washburn Rural, 7 points for Drew Bortz. Jordan White has 6. 3 apiece for Jackson Glenn and Armand Downing, also all of those on three-pointers. And then Savion Edwards and Joe Barry each have a couple. For Ottawa, Isaac Bones leads with 5, Kate Gollier 4, 3 for Kobe Johnson, 2 for Jason Brown and Reese Moore. Both teams turned it over 6 times in the first half. Washburn Rural 5 of 5 from the free throw line. The Cyclones 3 of 4. The only player with more than one foul is Armand Downing. He picked up 2 in the first minute and a half or so and still came back and was a force in the second period playing with the 2 personal fouls. A couple of scores from other tournament action. Osawatomie beat Humboldt 71-56, that's boys. And also in the boys at the Baldwin Invitational, it was Wellsville 81 and Baldwin 55. Back in a couple of minutes, the Cyclones down by 7, 23-16, and you're listening to Ottawa High Basketball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, teams back out on the floor. A reminder that we have Hoop Talk for you from our studio down at Pizza Time tonight at 7:06. We'll talk on University basketball with Bob Johnson and coaches and players from Ottawa University. Doubleheader loss last night at Friends, back home to take on the Bethany Swedes on Saturday afternoon. It's Hoop Talk, 7:06 this evening on KOFO. Friday night, after our basketball doubleheader tomorrow, we'll have the high school basketball scoreboard show with Nick Gosnell. He'll bring you scores and reports from around the state of Kansas in basketball action. Every Friday night, it's the high school basketball scoreboard show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. 23-16, Washburn Rural with the lead. Mortz with 7 to lead the Junior Blues, and Bones with 5 to pace Ottawa High. Teams getting final words of instructions from their coaches. Next game here, one should be a good one. Girls play Piper and St. Joe's Central. The final game of the night is a grudge match between Basehor-Linwood and Piper, just separated by a few miles out here in the western part of Wyandotte, the eastern part of Leavenworth County. Washburn Rural will have the ball to start the second half, moving left to right. Tomorrow we'll have a 3 o'clock game for you. Ottawa versus the loser of Holton and Basehor-Linwood's girls. And then either a 4:30 game here or a 7:30 contest. And we're underway here in the second half. Savion Edwards with the basketball. He'll take it to the free throw line. Give it back outside to Armand Downing, to Edwards, now to Jordan White. In the corner, Joe Berry. Here's Edwards, top of the circle, got away with a travel. Berry right wing. Edwards, left side it goes. They really swing that ball around quickly. They know where everybody's going to be. It's a skip pass now over to Barry. Barry thought about driving the baseline. Instead, brings it back outside to Edwards. Right wing, Barry. Pass tipped away by Bones and a steal. And then Bones lost it and it goes out of bounds. Edwards for Washburn Rural, who seems to be very content to keep this game at a low scoring pace. Over goes to Barry along the baseline. Now back outside to Downing. Downing bounces right wing, Barry. Barry along the baseline near the corner. That's White. White back to Downing. Into the post he goes to Boards. Boards with the left hand misses. Got his own board though. Back up and he's fouled. Foul on Kate Gollier, his second. Andrew Boards, 6'1" senior, back to the free throw line. First one is good. He now has 8. Second one for Boards is good. Biggest lead of the game now for Washburn Rural. And it comes to Gollier. Gollier to Brown, who crosses the 10-second line. Back into Gollier's hands. Let's see what Ottawa worked on at halftime offensively. There's a pick by Michael. And now an alley-oop pass by Johnson is too hard and over the head of Michael out of bounds. On Edwards. Near sideline to Downing. Right wing comes to Perry. Between the circles, Downing. Bounces far sideline, Edwards. Back to Downing. Into the lane it goes to Boards. Boards stripped of the basketball and it's out of bounds off him. In it comes to Isaac Bones. Bones to Brown. Brown pass ahead to Bones. Now near the right corner is Johnson. Kobe looking, skips it across to Gollier. Gollier gives it right back to Johnson, right wing. Ottawa not doing anything against this zone here early in the second half. Johnson will get it over to Bones, who's double teamed. He passes to Gollier. Gollier, high post to Johnson, looking for a cutter. He finds Brown. Brown leans and kicks it back out to Johnson for 3, missing, and the rebound to Edwards. Edwards up court for the Junior Blues. Get past near the corner to Downing, and now White's left open for 3. He missed it. Rebound to Aiden Michael. Cyclones need a bucket. They've gone 2.5 minutes without scoring here in the third quarter and trail by 9. Gollier takes it left. Along the baseline, Johnson, he'll spin, look for help, shoots anyway, and scores. 5 points for Kobe Johnson, and it's 25-18. Nearing the 5-minute mark of the third period. Cyclones still in a 2-3 zone. Edwards. Edwards bounces to Downing left wing. Now into the post it goes to White, to Edwards for a pull-up jumper, missing well short. Got his own rebounds that came out high onto him, and he'll score off the glass. Well, that was unfortunate for the Cyclones. That ball was tipped around, came back out to Edwards, who was able to drive down the lane and score. Gollier, far sideline, Brown. Brown gets it to Michael along the baseline. Aiden looking, finds Johnson in the post. Turnaround by Kobe is good. And Kobe Johnson starting to heat up a bit. He's got 7, it's 27-20. Edwards. Into the post it goes to White. White bounces along the baseline to Boards. Back out for a 3 by Downing that won't go. We'll have a push-off called on Joe Barry. Barry pushed off to get the rebound. In the lineup for the Junior Blues will be Noah Kruger. Collier with it. Collier across the timeline. Takes it left. Looks for help. Still looking. Backdoor cut by Michael. Layup is good. Well, Collier waited and waited. Finally, Aiden Michael broke free near the basket. First two for Aiden here tonight. Has 27-22. Free throw line, White. White off to Downing. Downing, floater from the baseline, no good. Got his own rebound. Kicks it back outside to White. White in trouble. He goes to Edwards for three, and that one's good. Edwards now with 7 and is back to an 8-point lead, 30-22. Here's Collier with it. Collier pushing off with the hand, trying to keep Edwards from having an advantage. Risking a call on that, though. Here's Jason Brown, free throw line to Johnson. Kobe, alley-oop pass into Collier, puts two men in the air and goes up and is fouled. Edwards with the foul. It's number 2 on him. Collier at the free throw line, 2 for 2 from the stripe. Free throw attempt, no good. Noah McCullough for Ottawa, Jackson Glenn for Washburn Rural. 2:55 to play, quarter number 3. Second free throw for Collier. And it rolls in. Edwards with the basketball. Swinging around to Kruger in the corner. Now back to Edwards. Free throw line to White to Glenn. Glenn back to White. Here's Edwards taking the 3. Goes to Kruger left wing. Kruger to White. Free throw line once again. White off to Glenn. Takes the 3. Drives to the free throw line extended. Back outside to Edwards. Around to Downing left wing. Downing on the dribble drive. He puts up the floater and scores. Armand Downing has 5. Balanced scoring for this basketball team. Here's Collier. Swings it over to McCullough. Give and go to Collier. He dishes off to Johnson, who will be bumped and fouled. No, it'll be out of bounds off Johnson. Turnover number 8 on the Cyclones. Edwards with the basketball. To Glenn near the Washburn Rural bench. Now it's Downing. Around the perimeter goes to Kruger. Edwards. Free throw line to Brown Downing and a reach-in foul. Kobe Johnson picks up his second personal. Minute 46 to play in the third period. 32-23, Washburn Rural. Edwards will get it into Downing. Now to White. White to the free throw line to Glenn. Glenn, three-point shooter, does not take the shot this time. Goes back outside to Downing. Now Edwards. Ottawa's 2-3 zone has been pretty effective. Here's Glenn shooting it for 3. Missed it too hard and rebounded inside by White. White will bring it back outside the arc. To Glenn and now to Downing. Free throw line it goes and a foul called on Michael. Aiden Michael with his second personal foul. It is the third team foul on Ottawa High. Michael will come out. He'll be replaced by Moore. Comes out high to Glenn on the inbounds. Free throw line once again to White. White out of Downing. Far sideline it goes to Edwards. Edwards around the perimeter to Kruger. Here's White with it left wing. Far sideline Downing. Edwards with a clock under a minute to play in the period. Now Glenn brings it back out near midcourt. Hands off to White. Now to Downing. Downing shot in the lane. Rims in. shooter's roll for Armand Downing, and the first double-digit lead of the ball game for Washburn Rural, 34-23. Here's Gollier getting a pick, taking it left wing. Give and go to McCullough, but it's off his hands and a steal. Quickly up court is White. White in the lane scores. And timeout called for by Cliff McCullough. It comes with 24 seconds to play in the third period. And the score, Washburn Rural 36, Ottawa 23. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Washburn Rural's built up a 13-point lead. Ottawa will have the basketball with 24 seconds to play in the third. Ottawa had cut the lead down to 5 at 27-22. Since that time, a 9-1 run. Collier now has Downing on him as they come out in a different 1-2-1-1 zone. Bones, threw it right into the hands of Downing. Here's Downing driving, shooting in the lane, scoring, and a foul. Foul will be on Isaac Bones, and a chance for a three-point play for Armand Downing. Junior Blues taking control of this game here, late third period. Free throw misses. White went for the rebound. It was knocked out of his hands by Moore, but Ottawa did a poor job there of blocking out defensively. And now timeout call for by Kevin Muff. This one comes with 10 seconds to play in the third. Washburn Rural on top 38-23. And we're back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Cyclones the best of luck this season. Call Hepner Appraisal Service 242-6685.
The calendar says what you've known for some time now. It's winter. At CarStar, we'll be sure your car and your coverage are ready for what winter weather can bring. Stop in today at 402 North Main or call 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
Ottawa sends Jason Brown and Aiden Michael back into the lineup. Washburn Rural will inbound along their baseline with 10 seconds to play in the period. Evers gets it into Glenn. Glenn out to Downing. Pull up three by Downing, misses. Rebound comes out high, taken by Glenn. Wild three right before the buzzer won't go, and that's the end of the third quarter. The score, Washburn Rural 38 and Ottawa 23. We're back in 1 minute. This is Cyclone Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. They wish the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Possession to Ottawa start the fourth period. Cyclones will send out Bones, Dollier, Brown, Johnson, and Michael. For Washburn Rural, Kruger, Edwards, Downing, Glenn, and White. Underway here in the fourth quarter. Ottawa going to have to come back again if they're going to advance to the finals. There's a pass to Brown. Brown takes it to the left elbow, gives along the baseline to Kobe Johnson, whose shot won't go, and Kruger has the rebound for the Junior Blues. Been a rough shooting day for the Cyclones. White with it to Kruger. He'll pump a three and score. Collier across the timeline, takes it all the way into the lane, has it knocked away by Downing, and it goes out of bounds. Brown gets it into Collier. Collier. Into the post it goes to Johnson. Kobe, turnaround jumper is good. 9 now for Johnson. 41-25, 16-point lead for Washburn Rural. Here's Kruger. Now to Downing. Far sideline Glenn. Over in the corner, Edwards. He'll give and go to White. White bounces it back out to Downing. Downing gives it up to Kruger for another three. This one's short, but the rebound to White. Ottawa just not doing anything defensively on the glass. Here's White spinning on Brown, handing off to Downing. Downing, left side Kruger, out top White. White takes it to the left blocks. He's double teamed, so he goes back outside to Downing. Downing looks, cross court it goes to Kruger. Now here's a little give and go to Downing underneath. His reverse layup is good. Armand Downing is the first player in double figures with 11, and it's 43-25. Collier gets a pick from Brown, takes it far sideline, gives it up to Bones out near midcourt. Bones, free throw line to Johnson. Johnson, alley-oop pass to Michael. Michael shot, missed, got it back, missed it again, but he was fouled this time. Downing picks up foul number 3. Aiden Michael at the line. He has 2 points this afternoon. Free throw attempt, rolling out. Barry and Bortz will come in for Washburn Rural. Cyclones now 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Washburn Rural is 7 of 8. Second free throw, rims in. Now the Cyclones need a defensive stop here. It's been hard to come by here about the last 5 minutes of action. Bounce left side to Glenn, along the baseline Kruger. Kruger takes it right to Barry. Over it goes to Edwards near the rural bench. Bort's in the right corner. Bounce it to Edwards. Thought about penetration instead. Kruger for 3, top of the circle, yes. Just too much ball movement. Cyclones can move all they want around, and they've done a fairly good job here in this ball game, but that ball just moves too quickly. Here's Johnson, far sideline. Kobe, skip pass out to Bones. Bones to Collier, right wing. Collier has Edwards draped all over him. A give and go to Johnson. Johnson's shot misses. Rebound comes out to Kruger. Kruger double dribbled. 7th turnover on Washburn Rural. Ottawa has 10 here this afternoon. 5:11 to go. The lead is 20, 46-26. And it comes to Collier. Right corner, Johnson. Skips it out to Bones. Bones for 3. Around the rim and out. Rebound, Michael inside, and Michael puts it in. Five for Aiden Michael. Edwards outside the arc to Kruger, now to Glenn. Bounce it to Barry. Barry was put off nicely by Brown, but the three-point try by Kruger misses this time. And now Johnson with it for Ottawa. Kobe, free throw line jumper, too hard. Rebound taken by Johnson. Whistle and a foul called. And this one will go against the Junior Blues. It's on Noah Kruger. White And Van Alst will come in for Washburn Rural. Also, Downing checks into the ball game with 4:27 to go. Entry pass to Johnson, shoots and misses, foul, and he'll go to the line for two. This one will be against Van Alst. It's his second. Kobe Johnson, 1 of 2 from the stripe. First one misses short. Ottawa looks a little bit tired out there right now. They have worked hard defensively, and it really don't have much to show for it, unfortunately. They trail by 18 here. Second one's good. 10 for Johnson. Edwards on the drive, and a reach and foul. No shot. Foul is on Isaac Bones. It's his third and the 5th Ottawa team foul. Both teams with 5 team fouls. And it comes to White, Jordan White. Backs it out. Ottawa's down a man-to-man. White looks for help. Gives it off to Downing. 4 minutes to play. Here's Downing into the lane. Dishes off to Edwards for a baseline shot that misses. And Brown rebounds for Ottawa High. Up court comes Gollier. Gollier drives to the free throw line. Pulls up for the jumper that misses badly, and the rebound taken by Edwards. Edwards almost lost the basketball, but maintained control. Now looks, gets across court to Downing. Downing, free throw line jumper, too hard. Rebound, Gollier. Pass ahead to Bones. Bones does not have numbers, needs some help, and will have a whistle and a reach-in foul. Foul will be whistled on Armand Downing. It's his 4th, and a timeout called for by Washburn Rural. 3:27 to play in the ball game, and the score: Washburn Rural 46, Ottawa 29. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card, available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Arvest Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply.
Ottawa has the basketball. They'll inbound across the way. McCullough will get it into Jason Brown. Brown drives the lane, throws up the wild one-hander, got his own rebound off the glass and puts it back home. Good job by Jason Brown to follow his own shot. That's his 4th point here this afternoon. Up court quickly is Edwards to the free throw line. Now backs it out. Washburn Rural will run clock. Working against a man-to-man Ottawa defense. Here's a 3 by Glenn. It's good. Brown drives the lane, is stripped, loose ball, and finally it'll be rolling toward the out-of-bounds line. Behind the back pass by Edwards over to White for the lay-in. Oh my goodness, what a play there by Savion Edwards. 51-31. Cyclone reserves getting some time here as Ottawa will have another game at 4:30 tomorrow. Here's McCullough with it. McCullough looks, and a whistle and a reach-in foul. Foul is on Jackson Glenn. Noah McCullough will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Alex Quillen will replace Jason Brown. McCullough's free throw, rims out, rebound controlled by Jordan White. White on the dribble. Gives it up now to Van Alst. Left wing Glenn. Glenn on the weave, around to White. 2 minutes to go. 51-31, Washburn Rural. Van Alst. And a reach-in foul called against Reese Moore. Rural to inbound. Comes into Barry. Barry pushed off. Called the foul the other way, though. And it'll be on Alex Quillen, I believe. It'll send Joe Barry to the line, shooting 1-and-1. Free throw is good. .152 to go. Second one's in. Bones now with the basketball. Gets it near the corner to Moore. Moore dumps in the post to Michael, and a foul, pushing foul. This will be called on Jordan White. It'll be his first of the ball game. Kruger and Bortz come in for the Junior Blues. 1-and-1 for Aiden Michael. Rattles it in. Second free throw is good. Full court pressure by the Cyclones, but they'll back out of it pretty quickly. This game is just a matter of a minute and a half of being over. Cyclones played hard, but Washburn Rural, an excellent basketball team. Here's Van Alst, the boards. Out it goes to Kruger. Glenn for three. That one's good. Jackson Glenn, who did not score against Holton on Tuesday, has 9 here off the bench. Now McCullough lost it momentarily, got it back. Needs help. Goes to Michael on the left side. Aiden will shoot a 3 and rattle it in. So Aiden Michael now with 10. That ties Kobe Johnson for the Cyclones team lead here this afternoon. Under a minute to go, 56-36. Very far sideline in the corner, Bortz. Bortz bounces it back outside. There's a bad pass, but saved by Kruger. Kruger. Off it goes to Glenn. Glenn dribbled off his foot, but got it back with 30 on the clock. Glenn, bump, no whistle. Now pass along the baseline to Barry. Barry to Kruger. Here's Bortz. Bortz will be fouled by Quillen. Second foul on Alex Quillen. Drew Bortz with a chance to go into double figures here. He has 9. 3 for 3 from the line. And the free throw attempt is good. This is the 4th or 5th Pika area team we have seen this season. This one is by far the best. Here's Kruger with 16 on the clock off the missed free throw. He'll give it to Bortz, now to Glenn. Washburn Rural can run out the clock here. And your final here from Basehor-Linwood, Washburn Rural 57, Ottawa 36. And we're back in 2 minutes. This is Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
No appointment needed to be treated at the Ottawa Care Clinic inside Cosentino's Price Chopper. They're carrying an experienced registered nurse practitioners associated with Ottawa Family Physicians will diagnose and treat your injuries and minor illnesses with care. Most major insurance plans accepted. Ottawa Care Clinic, 120 East 19th Street in South Ottawa.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. You know, we see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones! Whether it's on the court as a player or finally attempting to clean out that garage, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Health can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out about their remarkable care by visiting ransom.org.
Well, the number 1 in Class 6A Washburn Rural Junior Blues takes care of business here this afternoon in the semifinals as they beat Ottawa 57-36. Cyclones were down 15-10 at the end of one quarter. Washburn Rural had a 7-point lead in the second. Really didn't start pulling away until the end of the third period. They were up by 15 at the end of 3, and they cruised to their 10th victory on the season against no losses. Ottawa, despite a well-fought game on the defensive end, they are now 6-4 on the year, and they will play for third place against the loser of tonight's game between Piper and Basehor-Linwood. Washburn Rural will play for the championship tomorrow night. Taking a look at the scoring for Washburn Rural, 11 points for Armand Downing, 10 apiece for Jordan White and Drew Bortz. 9 for Jackson Glenn, 7 for Savion Edwards, 6 points for Noah Kruger, and 4 points for Joe Berry. For Ottawa, 2 players with 10, Kobe Johnson and Nathan Michael. 5 apiece for Cade Gollier and Isaac Bones, Jason Brown with 4, and 2 for Reese Moore. So here's what we'll see tomorrow. At 3 o'clock, the Ottawa girls will be in the auxiliary gymnasium playing for 7th place. And then we'll head back over to this main gymnasium at 4:30 for the third place game as Ottawa plays either Basehor-Linwood or Piper. This afternoon, the Ottawa ladies losing 49-20 to Blue Valley, and the Ottawa boys dropping a 57-36 decision to Washburn Rural. And this is Gary Bateman saying so long from Basehor-Linwood High School.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, and by Ottawa University, Super Stands Cleaning Service, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank. This Cyclone basketball broadcast on KOFO is also being brought to you by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Costantino's Price Chopper, Adamson Brothers, CarStar, Our Best Bank, also by C.S. Cunningham Construction, Leon's, the Ottawa Herald, Hepner Appraisal Service, Ottawa High School, and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Bones Transportation, the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Family Physicians, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. For more information about our Ottawa Cyclone basketball broadcast, visit the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO sports calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.